Yeah.
I did say that. No, fucking Punk lost it. Ah! I didn't even hear Jeff Harry say that, nor catch it. I was like, I wonder if Punk doesn't realize nobody caught it. He was worried about, like, I don't know if he thought maybe that would look bad on him that Jack pointed that out. He said, cry me a river, you know, real glad. Get over that, Punk. He just bitch slapped his best friend.
Punk's a
Got a bunch of motherfuckers fired.
Punk's a snowflake, man. He's a little sensitive bitch.
What up, Dinklage? Vince McMahon ain't a Marxist. No shit. I think Tony Khan's strategy was, when he opened it, I think he told his dad, look, we're not going to make any money. Who knows how many years he said to start. But if we can last to this one point, we might be able to make a couple bucks. I see that being true because he just had all in. And that probably took care of a lot of wounding.
Well, let's see what he's got for us tonight. That's the...
Your heart is mine, but in a box like a mine. In jealousy, seen you green like lime. I showing the cop because you called me more than one time. Cause you see me cooling with a clique of shorties. Living like a king with mad drinks on me. Your attitude don't fit, so now you must admit.
What up, Sass?
You disagree, but I'ma make you a believer. Cause my love's a bomb and I'ma wet you like a street sweeper. What will you run to? It's no escape. I know you want to, so say you do and don't hesitate. Your ex-man did you wrong.
Jacob Waters is live. The show's name tonight is called Whoopsie.
Keep your eyes on this fool recognize. You hurting yourself much more than you realize. Claiming you want open relationships, forget it. Cause when you see
I like that in Jacob.
you wanna set it. Showing me mad love through your violence. As if I was a bullet that ricochet, kid, I'ma make my way to you. Keeping it true, I do everything.
What about the Fokker, Sass?
I'ma open your heart like surgery. My love so deep, you think a motherfucker murdered me. You fucked around and caught a bad one. For real. You fucked around and caught a bad one. For real. You fucked around and caught a bad one.
What's the main event tonight, Pesci?
Stephen A. Smith drops a bombshell, calls out Skip Bayless after... Oh, I want to listen to this. After Richard Sherman did something. That was smart of Skip Bayless to bring in Richard Sherman. But if part of me was listening to Richard Sherman, I was like, damn, that don't even sound like the old Richard Sherman. What'd they do? Close your ass?
He went to Stanford.
I think it was when Richard Sherman was an athlete, he felt like he was on top of the world, so he used to tell the media and all them to screw off. And then he realized he couldn't play no more, and that check ain't coming in, and he ain't got as many millions as he thought. Well, maybe I better fucking put on my white voice, try media out. Remember he said Colin Kaepernick? He goes, don't you ever, what did he say? Don't you ever try me, or what did
He was
say,
talking. He was talking
Crabtree?
to Crabtree. Yeah.
Yeah, don't you ever try me or something.
Yeah, he's an entertainer,
Don't you
man.
ever disrespect me. That shit was great. Remember that white girl came up to Richard Sherman? She's like,
was
what are
Aaron-
you talking about?
Aaron
He goes,
Andrews.
Crabtree. You're bum.
Who's Aaron?
That shit's legendary.
It was Aaron Andrews.
Don't you ever talk about me. She's like, talk about who?
That was in the NFC
She
Championship
goes,
game.
that bum Crabtree.
Well, Kaepernick threw it at him 3 times in that fucking quarter, and Crabtree never got the ball. Kaepernick was fucking stupid,
Oh,
man.
that's what he meant. Don't you ever disrespect me by throwing on me 3 times.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
That's what he meant. Now I see.
Kaepernick was just fucking stupid, man. He just wouldn't learn. And
No.
finally,
When they said don't ever disrespect me, that was because they were arguing. They were beefing with each other.
yeah, him and
They
Crab-
said he can't guard me.
He
He can't guard me.
Excuse me. Kaepernick had no receivers.
Well, I'll tell you something. John Gruden said that Michael Crabtree had the best hands he'd seen on a wide receiver since Jerry Rice. Jim Harbaugh said the same thing.
I got a picture of saying that. I gotta tell you, man. That Crabtree, best hands since Jerry Rice.
I'm just telling you what he said, bro.
I'm not doubting it.
and Harbaugh said the same thing.
Gruden even fucking played on Crabtree.
No, he was just John Gruden was
on ESPN.
John Gruden was an assistant.
Crabtree.
John Gruden was an assistant for Bill Walsh. So he worked with Jerry.
Now, to be fair, Michael Crabtree, the college player, he did come across as it. I remember that though. He did come across as a hands guy.
He was pretty incredible in college. Yeah, he was pretty incredible in college.
You gotta give him that. Like, if you just commented on the guy, that's probably when Gruden made that comment about him. Because if you look at his college tape, it's sick. I remember that. Crabtree was a guy I thought we should round. He had a couple of years.
They played in a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Who disrespected you? Who disrespected you, the blonde girl said. Crabtree! And now I'm seeing him with fucking white-ass Skip Bayless.
But like I said,
Richard Sherman never really liked Skip. That's why this could have been good. And I honor Skip for doing it.
like I said, Sherman went to Stanford, so he's no fucking stupid boy, you know?
I don't know about him getting Keyshawn. I'm not really doing backflips over Keyshawn. I don't mind Irvin on the football end of things. They actually, I don't know what Skip's thinking. Skip, when you guys are talking basketball, and it's you, Irving, Keyshawn, and fucking Sherman, you guys are all, first of all, you don't play basketball, and neither do them. How serious do you want people to take you on basketball when you didn't get one basketball guy in? I'm not saying Richard Sherman won't have good takes on basketball, but that's just like what fucking Kwame Brown said. He said, Richard Sherman, he goes, or when he's talking about Shannon Sharp, he goes, you football playing dummy, you a guest in this house of basketball. You go comment on me? That shit was wrong. When Kwame Brown called out Shannon Sharp, literally destroyed him. He goes, I'm not a... When Shannon Sharp called him a farmer because he's on a... he said he got a shitload of land. And he always does stuff with farms.
He called him a farmer.
But no, what's funny was Kwame Brown goes, I'm not a farmer. I'm a father, you football playing dummy. And then he goes, actually, what's wrong with being a farmer? And then he goes, he called him a one-suit pony or something. Meaning you go a one-trick pony, meaning all you can do is play football. You can't go do other things. Kwame Brown's a pretty smart dude. Like he said, he goes, maybe I was drafted out of order or out of place or whatever. But when he was drafted, he was a young dude. He got drafted by Jordan. And those guys were hard as fuck on him. That's well documented. And he did play 12 years. Say what you want, he did last. He played with Kobe. Kwame had some moments. He wasn't complete garbage. And
Did Kwame get any rings?
No.
No. What, did it ever come out why Shannon left the show?
Do I know a true story? This is great. Kwame told the story of how he got traded from the Lakers. So listen. Kwame's one of those guys anybody can tell you he'll stand up for his own. Meaning Gilbert Arenas used to bring Kwame to the bar as his bodyguard when he was a rookie. And Kwame would always, help him out or do whatever, Arenas, and they had a falling out, but Kwame ain't no joke. So Kobe said something to Kwame or whatever. And Kwame basically said, Kobe, you ever talk to me like that again, we're going to go in that other room and I'm going to show you whatever they were talking about. And that's how that's going to be. And then Kwame said he was traded 48 hours later after he stood up to Kobe. Kobe was shitting on people in practice or something happened, they were going through a rough patch, and he was really hammering on guys. And he went towards Kwame. And Kwame goes, you listen here right now, Kobe. And he said he called him something else, I ain't Kobe. And he basically told him, you talk to me like that, I'm gonna go in that other room. We're gonna have a problem. And then 48 hours later, he's traded. And he said he was hurt too. He was in
Cockpit to ground.
what's that where you ice your knees down?
Go ahead.
What,
One of those
the
things, and they
hyperbolic
said,
chamber?
Push back and start
Yeah,
tail straight
well,
up.
he was sitting in there one where you could see people. He said Kobe was on like a
Roger
tear.
that. Ready for push.
He said Kobe
Right
used to
back.
just rip motherfuckers.
Brakes off.
And he came in there to start rip Kwame, and Kwame just told him what it was gonna be.
Brakes released.
So did it ever come out why Shannon left the show?
I think with Shannon Sharp leaving the show, it's a collaboration of things. You know, I think a lot of those things Skip Bayless said, Shannon had every right to leave. That on air fucking remember when Shannon took his glasses off? That was it. I remember I saw that at Kwame's when he goes, this motherfucker let white Skip Bayless call him out and punk you, boy. That was what Kwame said to Shannon because remember when Skip goes, put your glasses back on. Don't talk to me like that. When they got that argument, and Shannon took off his shit, and then that tweet Skip had when the dude from Buffalo nearly died, he had that shitty ass tweet where you're like, are you fucking serious? And Shannon called him out for that and said you should take it down. Skip said, I will not take it down. Meaning, Skip stood by that tweet after he knew the whole world wanted to rip him. You want to go read some funny ass shit, and it probably still exists, go read that reply to Skip's tweet.
What did he
When
tweet?
he did that. He tweeted back when the Buffalo guy was down.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
Something just, how are they going to stop the game or some shit?
Yeah, I remember he was pissed about them stopping the
Something along
game.
lines like that, and that pissed Shannon off. And I think Shannon just thought,
15
him and
left.
Skip were probably so close, you know, they were so close at this point, where Skip was just knowingly disrespect him, and Shannon knows, look, man, I can't fucking knock you out, bro, but I gotta get out of here, because the talking down starting to kill my reputation a little bit, because who's starting to sprinkle into Shannon's community, like, you know, Skip was always just kind of taking those jabs, the tweet. And Skip just needed to be resetted, out of control. You know what I mean? Guy was so desperate, he went and got Lil Wayne. Even though that was a great idea, it was just funny that that's just where he was at. He's like, I got a fucking idea, let's go get Wayne. I guarantee that was his idea.
Minus 51 ain't bad.
Oh shit, he's on.
Excuse me.
What up, Al? We're in trouble, Alvin, are you able to send me a link? The wrestling page ain't pulling up. Fuck. Why is it not working now?
Oh, the show starts at 8, right?
Yeah, I'm missing the beginning. I wanted to hear if the crowd was doing CM Punk. See what they look like.
They're not talking about him.
I'm not saying talk.
I wonder when we'll hear from Punk on the whole subject. You know, he's gonna have a lot to say. Oh, look at there's an MD-11. Wow. UPS MD-11 on the runway. Big girl.
What's going on, everybody?
What up, Mr. President?
How's everybody?
We're just looking for the AEW pay-per-view. She's getting it set up now.
First speed's alive.
That's probably had something to do with it.
Peanuts.
Punk's fired, Rome.
I know. I seen the video from Tony Khan.
What up, Mark Rebel Games? You said MJF is the first match? Fuck. Is shit working, Alvin?
Positive rate of climb.
Gears up.
There it is. Got it.
Oh.
Buffering, yeah, buffering. You there, Rome?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, hopefully everything goes fine for you.
Yeah, it's this first day on this medicine, dude, is making me feel like real fucked up.
Yeah.
And then I have to go back in this week for blood work, so
Damn, it's one of these nights with buffering. Ah.
but we all know ain't nothing wrong with LA night.
Yeah. He got the blessing from Cena backstage, I heard.
Nah, that was out. That was in front of everybody.
Well, no, there was that too, but there was something that happened backstage apparently, where like Cena had a lot of nice things to say about him to the bosses that were there.
I mean, I'm actually having a change of heart when it comes to that guy, because when I seen him in person, and your character, whether you're in character or not, the way you carry your character in person, to me, speaks a whole lot about your professional wrestling career as far as you being implemented in my Hall of Fame.
Cena's always been a pro at that, man.
But wait a minute. I went to the show that was here live.
MJF's just dancing around, farting around, eating up the cheers.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, blood.
No, man, on Discord.
Yeah, but it keeps freezing.
He's doing his Disco Inferno shit.
But LA Knight's performance the night he was here for SmackDown, I'm sorry, that man really earned my respect as far as his character. Because a man to put out a tribute the way he put it out to Bray Wyatt for only having one match with this guy, even though Bray Wyatt was a genius in his own in his book. Bray Wyatt was a genius, and I can say that. But
So tonight, MJF's wearing a Chicago Bulls jersey, and on the back, it says double close on.
He's a babyface. He's playing to the hometown
That's the
crowd.
name of that's the name of their special. What do you think of this tag team, bro? I don't know if you've been watching.
I mean, I've been paying attention to him a little bit. The tournament, it was good, but I mean, the finish was crazy.
Did you watch Wembley?
No.
That was the day Punk got fired. Today was the day that I end.
This'll be the day that I bowl in.
This will be the day that I hold in.
Well, it seems like the only company he can go back to now is OVW.
Nah, he's not welcome at the bowling alley.
I'm telling you.
I talked to Al Snow about this, Bob. The future don't look bright for Ruin.
WWE's MO is fix the problem with the guy you don't get along with the worst.
It would be pretty incredible to see CM Punk back on WWE television where he belongs.
And talking trash to Tony Khan.
Well, you know, Tony said none of his wrestlers are subject to any of those non-compete clauses, so technically Punk is a free agent right now and able to sign wherever he wants, right?
But I'm just saying, what if he goes to WWE and start trashing his ass? Like, really trashing.
There's a small chance that Tony offered like maybe work out some kind of buyout out or end the contract and maybe in the field.
Well, let's think about this, Pesci. The guy said that... Let's think about this, Pesci. The guy said that CM Punk made him fear for his life.
Yeah, he did.
In
the video.
You think he gave him extra money on the way out the door and then said that?
Nah. I think he just let him go, cut his contract.
I don't even think he paid him the rest of his contract out personally. Because that was a $7 million contract he had. I doubt he bought him out. He probably just... Because they said that they released him with cause. Which means that they're not required to pay him when they have cause. It means he did something, you know, he committed a crime of moral turpitude.
No, he did something for sure.
They said, he said, Tony Khan said the production staff, the crew that was backstage, the people that put on the show, people at the venue, people who worked at the venue were saying that they felt like they were uncomfortable with CM Punk.
This is allegedly, Rome, because Punk lunged at Tony Khan's table, and apparently there were monitors that went flying. Apparently Punk was in a real rage. And what you have to remember is we were all watching All In real time. This is all going down right before Punk goes through the tunnel to go out to his match. Apparently, he tried to quit and not even go out for his match, and they went to the Bucks and tried to see if they could go out first, and they went to Omega to see if they could go out first, and nobody was ready. And apparently Joe got into a room with Punk and said, "Look, we're at Wembley. There's 80,000 people here. You get the fuck out there, or I'll just kick the shit out of you in here." And Punk went out and did the match.
Wow, Punk couldn't last.
He's a little snowflake, man. That's why he belongs in WWE, where they have a controlled environment.
I get it. I get Punk's anger for someoneship for Punk. You can't start a fight at all.
I'll put it to you this way, Pesci. Say what you want about the best friends and the Cucamonga kids and everything else, but AEW technically functions the way the old territory wrestling promotions functioned, because it was all about politics. You've heard JR, you've heard Bischoff, you heard all the Pritchard, you've heard all the guys in the podcast talk about how Cowboy Bill had his guys and Nick Goulas had his guys and Jim Crockett had his guys. It was all about being friends with the promoter, right? Punk can't last in a promotion. He's not Harley fucking Race. He's just a little fucking snowflake. He should go back to WWE, where they have scripts and all that bullshit is controlled and they don't use glass, so he can feel good about himself. I can't believe I'm defending AEW here, but that's where it's come to.
No, you can't. Like I said, you can't attack your fucking
boss.
At All
Yeah,
In.
you moron.
You could maybe have done it at his office, but not at All In, the biggest night of his fucking life that he wasn't even going to be able to enjoy because all they were thinking about is what you did.
Yeah, this guy's not even married, so this was definitely the biggest night of his life thus far, for sure.
Without a doubt. You gotta think, and in his company's life, you gotta think as much as he wanted to enjoy that, you gotta think he's thinking about Punk the whole time. He was probably going home that night like Tony Khan, like, I'm not gonna think about it. We're gonna enjoy the night.
Hold on, y'all.
TK
Did any of y'all just
definitely.
I do that artwork. This is artwork.
Hey, I just noticed. How come the channel doesn't have any artwork, man?
But did y'all just see that? Did y'all just see that tremendous combo that the Dark Order just did?
I saw it. The Dork Order. That's the Dork Order.
No, I wish they would go over to WWE and form the fact over there.
CM Punk's in the video game too. He's like a central character of the video game.
I bet you they gonna pull it. They can pull that data.
I don't think they can rewrite the entire source code of the game remotely. Tony Khan just shut it down. He's Hey, he's turning into VKM, Pesci.
You got fucking that referee on it all.
Listen, and again, Rome, this was demonstrated perfectly when Punk had his first backstage fight. TK wasn't smart enough. Your 3-time Booker of the Year wasn't smart enough to figure out how to turn it into an angle. Let me tell you something. By firing Punk, he's basically just turned himself into an on-air villain. He was getting booed in that arena last night. If he was smart, if he was the 3-time Booker of the Year that he is, he would find some way right now to inject himself into the storyline and become that heel owner of the promotion who's
out. He's not a good actor, though.
Yeah.
He's bad. No, take camera, he's not good actor.
Take acting
classes. Hold on. Let me say this.
This guy looks awkward as fuck when he's back there.
Let me say this. When I watched the video that he put out when he said he fired Punk, this guy is like scared of the camera. Why do you think he's not really seen all the time? When he's out there, he fumbles a lot. But I remember when him, Cody, Brandy, Dustin, and a few others was in the ring, Tony Khan came out. This man was fumbling more than Cody Rhodes has at list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the greatest thing ever was when Shad Khan, they were doing like, the team like won or something, and they were doing an interview with him, man. This lady was holding up a microphone where she wanted him to talk, and the dude was so much of a baller that he just ignored the microphone and made her walk up to him. Meaning she had this microphone and this little setup for him to walk by, but he just stopped where he wanted to stop and just started talking. And then it was obvious that they wanted him to walk up and talk to the microphone, but the dude, such an OG, just stood there and made them fucking bring everything over to him. And then he just started talking right into the microphone. I gotta find that video. It's because it was like they wanted him to stand somewhere and talk about the Jaguars. And then he just stood and started talking about the Jaguars and they wanted him to. And he waited for all them to bring the microphone to him. I feel like Chad, we should try to get his attention to get him to come over and talk. I can't get the pay-per-view to work right now. Fucking Aubrey Edwards is fucking Armida. One egg short of the omelet.
Fucking Aubrey Edwards.
You can get hit with the cannon. Son of a bitch.
Here we go again.
Oh shit. 75 years later, it seems that
No, this is what's going to be next for AEW. You'll see. The shit will just die down. They'll talk. There'll be nothing to talk about. They'll just kind of just be like there. They'll be wanting you to get excited about certain matches you won't get excited with. The bottom line is all the top stories are fired. Jillian, my dear. Much love.
So why didn't they do anything to what's his name?
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Welcome back. Welcome back, Jillian. Did you say Rome? I'm sorry.
Why didn't they do anything to what was his name that Punk was fighting?
Jack Perry.
Because he's best friends with the Bucks.
Jungle Boy, Jungle Jack, like JR would say. Jungle Jack Perry.
And really, I mean,
He's actually not Jungle Boy anymore, he's just Jack Perry.
he's a heel in the storylines.
Jack Perry now.
He's a heel in the storyline room, so that little comment on the side of his mouth that he made to Punk on the camera, that's in character for him, man. Punk should be able to take that shit. This is fucking wrestling, you know?
That's job well, like, bad out of Punk. Like, for starters, Punk, not everybody knew that story. You'd have to listen to Alvarez. So it's like, how many people really caught it that moment? You know. Thank you, Jillian. I'm glad you're back, sweetheart.
But I'm
I
saying,
love you.
Jack Perry is a heel. So him making that comment into the camera is totally acceptable. Totally acceptable.
I agree. I mean, like I said, look how much money CM Punk was making. It wasn't worth losing all that money, CM, over Jack Perry.
As the great Kenny
He
Bolin.
said Rev is missing. Rev isn't missing. He's falling apart.
As the great Kenny Bolin said, Punk, learn to work.
Bad job out of Punk, man. I'm pissed about it. There was some shit I wanted him to see happen there, and I just know for Tony Khan to fire him, Punk did something stupid. He had the top Jack Perry. Well, fucking, you want to say that, Jack? Not only am I going to choke you out, I'm going to lunge at Tony. And I'm going to scare that motherfucker so much that he's never been that scared before. Tony, I got to be honest, Con. I wouldn't have said that shit Because now look at you. Now think about Brian Cage heard that and he's like, damn, that scared him that much? Think about what I can do.
And wait a minute, did someone earlier ask me to come on your show to ask me to relinquish my title?
Who said that?
The president is being impeached.
Someone in the chat said, since I am taking a Roman Reigns right now,
Okay?
that I should come on your show and relinquish my title to Boss Man.
To be honest, that's not even who my choice for new president would be.
I told them in the chat, I'm not going anywhere. I just need a little break. But if someone wants to come for this belt, they would literally have to sign their life on the contract. Because it would be one match only. 3 cages, and all 3 cages are lined with fire. And
Lost forever.
They lost forever.
in
He'll be
a
back. He always runs back to Pesci.
in a no holds barred match.
There is no one more deserving to be the president temporarily than Bossman.
Oh God.
Oh God!
He's
here
like
we go.
he's like a Mormon hiding in the bush.
Oh man!
As long as I get full dictatorial powers,
No,
everything will be fine, man. You can call me the
No.
chancellor.
no, that means no, because I know the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna mess up Jake Hudson.
Fully.
1 egg short of the omelet. Oh, that is the word.
I thought Bossman was like the. I thought
They really
Bossman.
fucked this card up. Look who's in the ring right now.
I thought Bossman was the Secretary of State of the PWO.
Well, Schmidt said I'm the spiritual leader.
This is Joe, and who's the other guy, Pesci?
I have no idea. That's why it's people paid money for this. A lot of money.
It was like my Paul Heyman.
Joe's got the dirty feet.
So we don't even know who this guy is.
I don't have a
Look at
clue.
that. They don't even got the floor that filled.
The only black
Wow.
guy in AEW I know is Hobbs and Mark Henry.
No, you got a Flames black.
Yeah, you're right.
Scorpio Sky's black, which is not wrestling.
Who is this dude?
I don't have a clue.
I have no idea who the black dude is. The black dude
This must. I guess Punk
Wait a
was
minute, you MMA fighter?
Punk was supposed to be in this match, probably. I don't know.
that's probably
Well, this is the MMA fighter out there.
I think he's in Ring of Honor, Roll. I don't think he's an MMA guy, man.
Ooh.
That was a bad headbutt. What up, Mark Rebel Game? Mark Rebel Game says it's the greatest wrestler who came here. Okay.
Okay.
Jim Crick is the Secretary of State of PWO.
Well, that's ironic because right now, Pesci, we're flying over Crickville. Hey, Pesci, by the way, I found a place in Mega City where you can get Red Eyes and the original Thunder shotgun from Season 3.
Okay.
So whenever we drop in on Fortnite tonight, I'll show you where to get those from.
1 egg short of the omelet.
I know how much you like the Red Eye.
That was more your gun, but I mean, in this season...
It's better than what's available now. Yeah. You'll really like the Thunder shotgun. I'm sure you'll like too.
Punk said take some shit. Are they chanting Punk out there?
Can someone in the chat find out who Samoa Joe is wrestling right now, please?
They already did.
Are they chanting for Punk out there?
Who is it, boss man?
They're probably too bummed to chant for him.
Who'd they say it was, Pesci? Pull up the chat here.
That was what was crazy about Bret Hart, right? So when Bret Hart left
Shane
WWE
Taylor.
the screw job, he was being booed, right?
Oh, wait a minute. He's
But
joking
then the
around.
next day, they were all chanting, "We want Bret," when Vince fucked him, because they realized how fucking good he was for that company. They're like, "We want Bret, we want Bret."
But he didn't have Russo booking him anymore. Oh, we got Teddy Long. We got Teddy Long officiating here. What's up, player?
Now you know
Holla,
I'm
holla.
gonna have to put you in a match
Yeah,
at SmackDown.
Punk was definitely supposed to be wrestling right now. I don't know who the fuck this guy is
Yeah,
that Joe is fighting. That's a good way to. That's a good spot for it to freeze, Pesci.
Oh, it is Shane Taylor. I don't know who that is, but
Never heard
that's
of
who
him.
he's wrestling.
Never heard of him. Where does it say he wrestles right now, boss man?
Shane Taylor will challenge Joe for the Ring of Honor World. Taylor won the Ring of Honor World Television Championship Eliminator Tournament. Ernest Shaw Gold.
Interesting. When did that tournament take place? Didn't even see it.
I don't know. They said they announced it on August 30th.
Get hit with the cannon! Step back! AEW's freezing the street. No. Fuck it. Why would you do it on this show, Tone? You didn't even do it on All In. He wanted everybody seeing that. His fucking coke break running like that.
I can send you a link.
One egg short of the
Nah, it's okay, boss man. I'm not really into these extra wide wrestlers. Joe's an anomaly because he's just extremely athletic. And he's like built like Rikishi. And that was another one of hey Pesci, that was another one of Rev Sauce's
Got it.
hot takes that didn't come through. He said that they were going to bring Rikishi back.
Yeah, it's other hot takes. That was a hot take that was widespread.
Oh, was it?
One.
I only heard it from
Yeah,
Rev
a lot of
Sauce.
people thought that.
Oh,
I
I
think a
don't-
lot of people thought that because it made too much sense not to do it.
I only heard it from Rev Sauce.
It's over. Samoa Joe gets the win, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Chicago so happy. No Punk tonight. No Punk, no problem, says Tone Khan with the Kanata 3. Mark Rebel Game says them AEW losers. Samoa Joe, the Ring of Honor television champion. If this company didn't already have too many confusing belts, at least they fired one belt.
Have they explained anything like what happens with Punk's title? Is it just forgotten about or what?
Of course. That's the only thing to do.
Booker of the Year, ladies and gentlemen.
Booker of the Year. And Jeff, you've been, I can picture Tony crying too. You've been my champion, you know it. There's Sockface along with Kevin Kelly and Nigel.
God, I want to punch Excalibur in the... I legitimately think in a shoot fight I could kick Excalibur's ass. Like, I genuinely think I could.
Mark Rebel Gabe says I wish Joe would have stayed in WWE. Yeah, they misused him up there.
They wouldn't let him wrestle. They wouldn't medically clear him. He left so he could wrestle.
Yeah, he kept getting hurt too.
Well, I mean, clearly,
Magic and Cool Hand Luke.
Tony Khan must just have really special doctors, or the WWE doctors were just playing scared, you know? They wouldn't let him wrestle. It's just like what they did with Paige. They're a publicly traded company, so they're much more skittish.
What up, Earl? You really couldn't what? One egg short of the omelet, 50 Jimmy's omelet. Tonight, TNT Championship. Lucha Soren versus Darby Allin. In a fuck you, pay me match. Tony Khan, special guest referee. Darby, the skateboard riding, face painting, Jim Cricket. And his boy, Nick Wade, who was nearly killed at his house by Swerve and Aaron Fox, and then they completely just ignored that. Here comes Christian. Does he bring his brother? Does his brother look at the CM Punk thing and say, he don't want it? We don't need it. Does Jim Crick look at Gonzo and say, I don't want him either? I think I got somebody here. I got that song stuck in my head all night. That's why I can't listen to rap before I go live.
Bullet Man, Boogie Man, Butcher Man, Googie Man.
Because you know bowling's one egg short of the omelet.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Hazelwood in the tree, looking at me, commenting in 3. Cannon, cannon. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Darby. Motherfucking Allen. With his tag team leader boy, Nick Wade. Look at him like breathing, like trying to like, look how mad I am. Go get him, Darby. With Nick Wayne. Not any relation to Batman, Bruce Wayne. This Nick Wayne. Who was, and still my favorite scene of all time. Nick Wayne was in it. When Swerve Scott and them assaulted him to where he was bloody in his ring that was at his house in his garage where they trained. And then they trashed him. Shout out to Swerve Strickland. Whose house? Swerve's house. I'll tell you this. This playoff pay-per-view card. Tony, you son of a bitch for charging people 60 for this. You fucking crook. There's some fucking Shad Khan shit right here. Straight out of the Khan playbook.
This is some straight. Hey, he went full bowling on this one, Pesci. You never go full bowling.
Never go full bowling.
Oh man.
There comes Luchasaurus, one of my favorites. Wow, that crowd looks kind of. Dude, I know how those floor seats look because I've sat in them, and no, it looks like it's kind of limp there. Don't blame CM Punk for this card. You know you and Jack Khan. That you're fucking doing. You're gonna put it all over.
Yeah, what up, Sass? Oh, he lost it again, Pesci.
Fucking Con and fucking, what's her name?
Aubrey.
Shutting down the stream.
That's freaking Rev.
Finding me a boss man in the dream.
That's Rev Sauce's girl, bro. That's Rev Sauce's chick.
I always feel like Poland is watching me.
And I have no privacy.
Welcome to Medlock, straight from Bedrock. Goddamn, good thing it's the sheep. Michael Jordan's in the chat.
Oh wow.
Earl Grey 07 said, okay, Mark was good. I don't know what's up.
What'd he say?
I don't know, it just says broke against Barkley couldn't. I don't know what he's referring to. And then Michael Jordan says you're the best. Thanks, Jordan.
Michael Jordan has a Gulfstream, his private jet, and the tail number is N236MJ. Go look it up. N236MJ, and that works out to 23 because that's the number he wore. The 6 for the amount of championships he won, and then MJ for his initials. That's the tail number on his plane.
Call me Michael Jordan.
Welcome,
Straight
MJ.
from Gordon.
Why you sound like the guy that was
Give me
asking?
compact. I'm looking for Dom Knox.
Why you sound like the guy that was asking about artwork, Pesci? Same accent.
DC said we have the 5 times and the 6 times.
Hey. Who is this guy again, Pesci?
Luchasaurus. You know what's sad is I wish Barkley could have saw his original gimmick. His original gimmick was Luchasaurus, but if you do a promo with him, he talks like he's sophisticated, and that would throw me off. I mean, he don't talk like a dinosaur or a growl or anything. He would
Is that
talk
what he
like
does
was
now?
Like a Stanford graduate.
Does he growl and?
He'd be like, actually, Schiavone, that's actually very incorrect. The Russians actually started a phrase called. That's how he talked. It was like a gimmick. He was a dinosaur that talked like he was from the dinosaur ages, but sophisticated.
Interesting.
I did like, he was with Jungle Boy. This is why it exists. Once upon a time, they had the Jungle Express thing. It was Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy,
Oh yeah,
Luchasaurus.
yeah. JC
Jungle
loved
Boy
those
used
guys.
to ride on Luchasaurus's shoulders, so it made sense for a Jungle Boy to ride on a dinosaur's shoulder.
Oh my God.
Christian broke him up.
Thank
What up,
God.
Warriors? Straight out of the Warriors, back in here. What up,
Sass.
Warriors is back.
Sass, how come you're not
Hey,
flying
short
that
of the
Fokker,
Warrior.
man?
There's a lot of work to be done on that, bro.
Oh, you just gotta watch a couple of YouTube videos and get that thing in the air. Learn
Alright,
it.
boss man, get to YouTube. 1 egg short of YouTube, called the Reverend and load up.
Have you tried texting him at all, Pesci? You got his phone number, don't you?
Reverend?
Yeah.
All I have is his message.
Oh.
I did find that the ATR has like an auto throttle though.
The little knob in the center display, you mean?
No, not that's power manual. But I'm trying to figure out if it's following the play plan, which I'm guessing it is. I'm a little confused.
Why is fucking Darby bleeding all over the place? Here we go. Here we go again.
Get to YouTube. Fuck this link. Fuck Aubrey Edwards.
Dude, Darby's bleeding all over his face now.
Over to AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I
Egg
got
short
it.
of the omelet. Bitches give me gauntlet. I always feel like Bolin is watching me. Call me Teddy Ruxpin. Looking nice and swift in my tugspin. Tannin. Holy shit, wet t-shirt contest in the Philippines. What the hell is this? Holy shit. It's a thumbnail of all 13 girls wearing white shirts being covered in water. Welcome to the gauntlet.
It's 1997 in the Philippines still, basically.
Shout out to the Peens. Put one egg short of the Peen. Used to be a fan of the Fiend.
Now he's dead.
Jim Crick and some after meme. Boss man, go back to YouTube. I always feel like Jim Crick
I have
is
YouTube open.
watching me.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
No, I said have the stream open.
Oh, I do. I always do.
You don't punch those rules.
I always have it open. I don't always give a thumbs up. I always have it open.
You know punch a hose rule. Hey, Bob, do me a favor. Will you pull up old punch a idiot's comment over there? Oh.
So, Barkley, what's the, the real reason Bob needs time off? He just
I haven't heard anything.
mental break or, yeah.
I asked. I sent Bob a private message on Twitter. He didn't reply to it.
It's just funny how they try to
He knows
make
you're
everything
fucking-
into.
He knows you're gonna,
But like Gonzo noticed too. Like it didn't look like Bob was in on the work this time.
Nah, it's a total war.
some of his work. There's probably some frustration with Bob. Bob probably got it.
Bob has definitely been visibly frustrated for I'd say at least 2 or 3 months. Like it's part of the. I'll tell you. I'll just come out and tell you. He told me he was super pissed off that he couldn't get Kenny to go along with the political show that he wanted me to come on for. He's just like, I can't control King. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. He was pissed about that. He's just like, it's becoming the same thing, and guests are becoming afraid to come on because they just get talked over. That's what Bob said to me. They can't get anybody to come on the show because Kenny won't let them talk, But then when Kenny goes on someone else's show, it's all about, well, I'm the guest here, But no, Bossman, I haven't heard anything. I haven't really pressed on it, though, either.
No, I didn't expect that. I just didn't know if you, oh yeah, he's just taking a vacation or what.
Pesci's gonna name a stream after Bob this week. He said, come on over, Bob, or something.
Bob, click here.
Bob, click here. What about Bob? That's what you should do, Pesci. What about Bob?
Hey, the man faked suicide?
Baby steps get on the elevator. Baby steps get on the bus. Dr. Leo Marvin!
This is David Greg. I said he had great face expressions in that whole movie. That movie was good.
I'm sailing!
Hey, I don't know if Hollywood's capable of making a basic movie like that
Nah,
having it be good.
nah, they're not anymore. When he's at the table and he's just
That was an awesome movie. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was an instant classic, man.
Short of the omelet. Luchasaurus is throwing Darby Allin around like a sack.
Yeah,
of
like
potatoes.
why does this match even get booked? It's like a guy who's nearly 7 feet tall versus a tiny little fucking skateboarder. What's
They had no choice.
what's the point?
Now,
I'd rather see Take a Shit versus Luchasaurus.
look at Nick Wayne taking his jacket off and going after Christian. Oh, God. Minus 2 points for that.
That guy's wearing a Punk shirt in the front row.
You know, somebody made a video. It says, "Thank you, Tony Khan. AEW's Tony Khan, the boss, not you." Holy fuck. They fucked us again.
Booker of the year.
3-time Booker of the Year.
Yeah, but you know, Meltzer's gonna give this 4 3/4 stars.
Fucking, you gotta give it to Meltzer. The money that guy's able to make with a lot of the bullshit he spreads, and people still buy it like me. You gotta give him some credit.
I give him a lot of credit.
Half their shit I don't like, but I like when Meltzer goes on with Alvarez. It's always happy to hear. And I like some of Alvarez's takes, some I do not. Obviously, he's a shill.
Be right back, guys.
Cannon, step back. Up in arms with the deal. I'm still looking at the wheel. Cannon. Smoking on Jim Craig. The boys got that Theo Relly.
Damn, Pesci, you got that bowling stream tonight, man.
Yeah, that fucking bowling. We're calling for bowling.
Send him a join link.
I don't have StreamYard, and that's all he understands. I got rid of my StreamYard because it's like the bar minimum. I got Restream's version of StreamYard through my OBS. Holy shit, this wet t-shirt contest is starting to pop off. Holy.
He's not even watching the wrestling. He's just watching the Pinos.
This girl's got the thumbnails. It's just her and a fucking... Hey, Babs, what's up, sweetheart?
Gonna make Mermaid jealous.
Shit. Like Barkley, I'm smoking on a spliff. Ding yong, ting tong.
Hit Stone Cold. Aye. What is this?
Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, the most... I don't even know who that is, actually. I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know who that is.
There's like 9 of them, or 6 of them. Who are these guys?
I have no idea who that is. I think it's kids from their wrestling school. I told you, Nick Wayne guy has like a ring in his garage, and I guess his dad or something died. He trained everybody in there, and it's never like Swerve and then went trash. Darby trained there. It's like an underground training place for wrestling. Went viral, I guess.
Kenny
And all those are,
Bolin.
like, the students.
Kenny Bolin.
I
This
got Tony Khan had all this. I'm a student. And all the students in the back.
Kenny Bolin, this guy trained 54 superstars in his garage. What are you going to do about
Thank
it?
you for the donation, A-Bands. Thank you, sweetheart. Shout out to A-Bands.
This show sucks.
Thank you, sweetheart.
This show sucks.
Tony Khan in the back listening to This Is How We Do It.
Tony Khan is wanking right now.
He's dancing in the back right now, all coked up. This is how we do
He's
it.
farting all over Gorilla, bro. He's farting all over Gorilla right now. Okay, there we go. Hobbs and Miro.
Their only good match.
Wow,
They
finally
fucking
some people I recognize.
If I was Chicago, I would never forget Khan for this. Shout out to R.A. Garcia. From the bottom of my tip top shape.
I'm gonna get on Twitter right now.
The Boca Hob. I actually like Miro.
I'm gonna get on Twitter right now, Pesci, and see if I can find pictures of the arena and see if it's empty or full.
We'll see if the fans are Italian. Chicago Sun and Delhi, call me Nelly. The Booga Hobbs, look at him, he pointed at it, dropped it on him, I love it. Probably the only good thing they had on this pay-per-view, but
Sports Illustrated reports that sources close to both sides expect a response from CM Punk after the announcement of his firing by AEW yesterday, which holds the potential to be explosive. Ooh.
wait, say that again?
Sports Illustrated reports that sources close to both sides expect a response from CM Punk after the announcement of his firing by AEW yesterday, which holds the potential to be explosive. Basically meaning that Punk is gonna, like, spill the beans on everything. Which, again, you know, Tony Khan is supposed to be the trendsetter that gives his wrestlers health benefits and doesn't subject them to, you know, non-competes once they're done with AEW. So I'm pretty sure Punk can say whatever he wants. There's no non-disclosure, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, here it comes, Booga Hob.
Trying to see if I can find all out.
Potentially, Hobbs would be a WWE guy at one point.
CM Punk signs are being confiscated, and people are being told to turn their CM Punk shirts inside out inside the arena.
I'm taking a shit on Chicago. If I was Chicago, I would never let Tony get away with this. You guys, don't pack his venue no more. Fuck that. Took a shit on you guys. Fired CM Punk. And he's trying to take your shit. Tell you not to chant his name. You can fucking go to hell, Tony. I'm glad he scared your ass.
Did you see Rhea wore one of China's outfits last night?
Oh, I knew it looked like something they were trying to make hot. She was hot.
Yeah, she looked incredible.
The hottest thing on that show.
Yeah, that was one of China's old outfits.
She's the greatest. She's the greatest. She's the real deal star. That's why the best thing I ever heard Cornette say. Cornette said, stand Rhea Ripley next to Ronda Rousey. Go find 150 strangers of wrestling. Strangers. These people who know nothing about wrestling. Nothing at all. And say, which one's the wrestling star? And you're probably going to get Rhea Ripley. Higher percent. That's why Ronda Rousey wasn't ready for the big show. You'll know what a wrestling superstar was like. Ronda Rousey was not. get this shit.
Well, they're in a tiny ass venue.
That was smart ass. I thought they're not at the United Center.
Nah, hell no. You kidding me?
Okay, so now shit's starting to add up. Tony probably knew he couldn't.
Wow, some of these AEW fans are the cringiest humans walking the planet, man. Holy moly.
Fucking Conrad got permission to play old wrestling shit on his podcast. You know how he does it is he has a filter cover over it. I wonder if they would allow real people like us to do it.
Well, he does also work with Bruce Pritchard.
It's fucking genius that he's able to get
Well, he
that
works
fun.
with Bruce. Who does Bruce work for, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these AEW fans are literally some of the cringiest humans walking the planet, though, man. These are some real fucking weirdos.
Look at Aubrey. Looks like a fucking Goomba.
I'd rather not look at her, thank you.
Oompa, doompa, doobity doo.
I've got another puzzle for you.
1, 2, 3. Look at her. She's standing like Charlotte does, Manish and shit. CM Punk is gonna bury AEW.
I hope so.
Punk.
CM Punk. CM Punk. I would love that. Please do that.
Hey, CM Punk should start a podcast called "Look Into My Eyes and What Do You See." Episode 1, all in. Occulted personality. Like bowling lady.
Or he could just call it
Got
the,
Hazelwood.
or he could just call it the Best Friends podcast.
Honky Tonk Man. Occulted personality.
I don't really see
No, you're not gonna hear from Punk until he gets any dollars he's owed first. You would hope. All the money shit.
well, like I said, they released him with cause, so they don't owe him anything. When someone releases you with cause, everything is terminated. There's no payouts, there's nothing. And he was very clear to state that in his video and in the printed statement. He said that we released CM Punk with cause. That means he was fired. Not laid off. He was fired.
I didn't even catch it.
Yeah. So like when Bray Wyatt got fired 2 years ago, he didn't actually get fired. He got laid off. Punk got
But they would
Punk got
have to pay him
fired.
they would have to pay him.
Hey, the Sky Blue Wrestle yet or what?
They'd have to pay him for the work he's done to that point, but they wouldn't have to pay him out his entire contract.
No, I think you meant anything.
Is my
owed,
shit
like-
boyfriend or that your patient?
That's issues. I tried to send him a link. Punch, they said no.
In that case, this shit would have been happening every 10 minutes. I thought it was for me.
He said tell Red there's an opening at AEW.
Hey, BC, did you see that brisket I smoked last night, boy?
Reverend could be the new real world champion.
Check it out, BC. I posted it in the food pic. Some real shit. Hold on, I don't think I.
Like Mussolini. Bitches on Dion. Yeah, these links
Oops.
suck tonight, man. Can't even get into pay-per-view.
Bossman
I
said
mean,
he,
you really
Bossman
losing
said he sent
here
you
or
something.
what? I don't think you're losing in this.
Pesci,
What'd you say?
Bossman said he sent you something.
I didn't say that.
I thought you said you sent him a link for the pay-per-view.
No. I said, I told Punch, I said, I told him I would send him my links.
Okay, well send him your links.
He doesn't have one.
Well, you don't know that, Pesci. He might.
They're making fun
That's
of me.
the inside
Links
joke.
I
No,
sent him.
I need that shit, Bossman. Send it to him.
No. It's a football link.
Oh.
So they're making fun of me.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Barbie.
Yeah, what's your football season?
He just go to First Row Sports if you want to watch football. That's easy.
First row sports?
Yeah, firstrowsports.eu. You can watch any sport being played in the world any day of the year.
I'm posting another one real quick, BC.
Is that for free, Barkley?
Yeah, firstrowsports.eu. Now, I've been using First Row Sports since I was in college, bro. It's been around a long time.
Same thing this motherfucker said.
2010 at least.
DC said turned out perfect, Bob.
Hey, like always.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very
Never.
attractive Aubrey Edwards in the ring now.
First Row Sports might even have All Out right now, boss man. Now that I think about it, if you just
No
click
CM Punk signs in my arena. I'm
on the
scared.
fighting section.
Hey, hold on, BC. I'm posting another video real quick. That way you let me know about that.
Mussolini and Kennedy. I'm gonna go check in on Sass's flight here. Where's he going?
I don't know. I can't figure out how to get my fucking flight plan to work right.
That plane is so fucking confusing.
Like, it's not showing my flight plan for some dumb, weird reason.
Oh, you got to
Alright,
click
check
on
that
the-
one out, BC.
Click
Let
in
me know
between.
what's up.
Click in between the airplane and the rectangle, Sass.
Where?
On the screen. Just click down
Here?
a little bit. Down a little bit. Yeah, click down there. In between the rectangle and the airplane. Yeah, just
Here?
click there. Yeah, you should be able. That's how you change the screen.
Yeah, I know.
So you got to change it to your plane mode. You're not in plane mode. So just keep clicking around that area of the screen, and you'll get it to plane mode eventually.
I've done that.
Yeah.
It won't,
Ladies
it
and
won't, it
gentlemen,
won't
boys
go
and
to
girls, children of all ages,
Yeah, that's strange.
the PWO
Hello.
would like to present Mussolini.
Columbia fan, what
it.
up?
Oh, hey.
There you go. See? There you go.
You Columbia fan?
Powerhouse Hobbs and Miro to face. The winner will face Jim Crick.
Fucking Aubrey Edwards is fucking my radio.
Oh man, her face just fucks with your GPU, man. It can't process all the makeup.
I can picture Tony at tonight's media scrum. No CM Punk question.
You don't like potato salad, bro?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Of course
BC.
there's no CM Punk. Hopefully Punk just goes.
Not tonight.
Hopefully Punk just goes completely heel and like goes live on
Never
Instagram.
Go full Punk, I'll tell you that.
Hopefully he goes full Punk and like goes live on Instagram as soon as All Out's going off the air. Because everybody, Chicago, whatever.
The only thing that'll hold him back would be some
I forgot,
financial
BC. You one of
reason.
them workout freaks. You have more discipline than Rev does.
I just want the drama,
Mark-
man.
Barkley, there is a choice for WWE, but all that shows comes up as boxing, but there's not even any boxing on.
No. You got to click on go under fighting and like go to the other section, and you might get some stuff there.
I did go
Kwame-
under
Kwame
other.
Brown's
and it
channel
wasn't-
No-
but
no
there's a
wrestling?
specific.
No wrestling.
There is a specific. Well, there's
Why
a
the fuck does
specific.
Miro look like Braun Strowman?
Well,
There's a specific one that says boxing, WWE, and UFC.
yeah.
But when you click it, it just talks about boxing. But there's nothing on there.
All right. Well, for all your regular sports, that site will work basketball, baseball, football, whatever you want to watch. It'll work fine.
Oh man, you tripping,
He'll sell his
BC.
gross to me. Same with Kosov.
Well, I don't know about coleslaw.
BC.
I like putting
Tony
coleslaw on my
Khan's
pulled
the
pork.
boss, not you. Fuck off, Bronx Report.
I can't wait to hear the.
Say we pray for Nero.
Hey, I can't wait to hear the crowd when the elite walk out.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna refill my
Hey,
drink.
where's that link at, Pesci, so I can watch it?
What link?
So this, so I can hear with audio. Is this the same one that Fayetteville always use?
Alvin put it in, no, they don't want that shut down. Alvin put it in, the PWO Pesci Discord or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Go see Alvin. Yeah, I'm curious to know what's gonna happen on the... I'd be booing the whole show.
Well, this is the Bulls. This is where the Bulls.
Punk. I'll tell you a
Hey.
story.
Huh?
Once I was at, last time I was at a Raw, I believe it was Raw. Yeah, of course it was. I did a Raw once with a friend, and the main event was Kane versus John Cena in an ambulance match.
What?
And when they would do the John Cena chant, I was always chanting the part Cena sucks. Meaning when they go, let's go Cena, I go Cena sucks. The Kane came out. And I was chanting Kane. And it was old ass Kane. I couldn't believe they had him in a match like that. It was an ambulance match. It was when Ryback was still with the company. WRA.
I wasn't watching it during that time. Like when I came back, I was like, "What the fuck is
I
this?"
just came back. I was like, not even old back in that.
I don't even know when I started watching it again. I think it was that. I think I started watching it again. I think I started watching it again when during Survivor Series when there was NXT versus WWE and Keith Lee. I thought he was gonna be Roman. Yeah, but they didn't do shit with it though after that.
They did it. No, they fucked that all up. Because Vince didn't look at Adam Cole and them. He thought they were midgets.
He needs a better move than the camel clutch.
Rusev Day.
Oh shit, he's gonna get up. He don't even have it locked in. Yeah, I figured that.
Rusev was another thing WWE fucked up.
I remember Rusev Drive, and then they had him lose. I'm like, wow, you can get this guy on the team.
He was so fucking over, man.
I'd say even when they were booing him in the beginning, it was in a heel way when he was with Lana before they did the Rusev Day shit. Even before the Rusev Day. That was bold. That original heel run could have been a lot better. They had him lose to Cena or somebody.
One, two.
Well, if you're a SmackDown fan, since Roman Reigns is taking a breather, you're going to get a lot of Cena. Vince probably put together a nice briefcase of money.
Yeah, his mouth bleeding. He prayed to Miro.
Yeah. Top, who some say is on WWE's radar. Heavy.
They ain't gonna do none shit with him. They can't. They don't even do shit with that Lashley.
They don't do shit with anyone. Let's just a favor left and right.
Hey, Pesci,
Still making money. It's just, wrestling's no different than cocaine when they cut it up. Even when cocaine gets cut up, they still make millions of dollars. Wrestling gets cut up all the time, and they're making double money. Maybe not Tony Khan, but he just made some.
Hey, Pesci.
Yeah, but is it?
Hey, Pesci.
Yeah.
How come we never play Warzone?
What do you mean?
We've never played Warzone.
I just don't have it downloaded on my computer. Only so much time in a day.
Punch,
Oh,
have
Auntie, love you.
you, Punch, have you ever played Warzone?
Nah.
Are you?
Oh, dude, as far as I'll go.
I hate that Hobbs had to take the loss, considering he was supposed to be doing his comeback. But it's alright.
Yeah, but that motherfucker been on TV more than Miro. He needs to.
Miro will go down in history as my favorite promo when he said, "I am the best gamer."
When I bet you he hasn't even won a belt yet.
Yeah, he did. PBS.
Yeah, Miro was the TNT champion.
He had a great run with it too.
They're at the United Center.
What?
I said they're at the United Center.
They're at the United Center. Holy shit!
Are they? It looks tiny as fuck. They must not be using much of it.
That's good respect right there. I like it. Randy said best gamer. He fucking lied. Yeah, he did.
He said Miro said he was the best Halo player. I knew it.
Let me tell you the story behind it. He was doing a podcast, right? Everyone's doing a podcast, and he was going live. He was actually streaming video games. So when he came back, he had this little reputation for doing these streams. And in his promo, he goes, "I am the best gamer." Like, what the fuck? You know what you think about it? And it was so funny, dude. Me and Schmidt still to this day love that. It was during COVID. That's probably why. You know what? That makes sense now. Like,
Who the fuck coming out? Lana's. Oh shit, they go Lana. Look, Lana's out here. Oh shit.
Lana's here?
Mm-hmm.
Skipping something. It must just be because I'm live streaming. God damn it. Lana's here? I want to see what her pussy is. I want
Oh
to see her vagina.
shit.
I am the best gamer.
Yeah, I probably should have said that. I said I want to see her smash.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Damn, look at them tick old bitties.
Never go full bowling, Pesci.
There's a picture of Ari Garcia walking in a mall and some giant ass with a top bag. It looks like it's costing $40.
You went full bowling on that one, Pesci.
Never go
Oh,
full
fuck.
movie, alright?
Well, they sharing for that motherfucker, man. Shout out to Lana and that outfit. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, they're doing that Macho Man. They're doing that Macho Man WrestleMania 7.
Thank you, Ati. I will Pesci once. I wish Pesci would have seen that over there. Someone goes, bowling, they're over there watching. It might have even been you, Barkley, told him we were watching.
No.
And he goes, I wish they wouldn't do that over there. It might have been talking
What
to
the fuck? He's walking away from her. Bro, he's walking away from his wife.
She is not the best gamer.
She cannot beat me at CSGO.
Look, she's in the ring, look, with a steaming turds hanging outside of her mouth and Miro walking. What the fuck? Look, now he's walking backstage. I thought it was gonna look now she's looking stupid.
Like I said, a woman like that works because she wants to. That's what
Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander.
Thank you, alright. None of my links are working. This is some straight up boss man shit. Straight out of the third world.
Hey, if I'd have had no shitty internet, I could have. Still mine, bro.
Give me my link that always works. I am the best link.
I'll give you the updates.
Punch went and bought the pay-per-view.
You know what?
Mhm.
AEW actually released like little clips of like promos. I wonder if I can hunt that down. That was in Miro's very beginning. We get that as a play. What up, Jared?
Well, if that was his first promo, then all you gotta do is look up Miro's debut.
I don't know if it's his very first, because the debut we went against Sonny Kissimmee. It was in his first angle, one of his first promos. So it's in that circle.
Yeah, all you gotta do is type in "I am the best gamer, Miro."
I think it's right before they get, and they were
I
doing
tried that already. Punch.
So it says Barkley and get an arcade match. They surrounded the match with real arcade. And Miro threw people on top of him.
Was the promo before that match?
Holy shit!
Oh.
Ruby's hair does not look good. I
Punk,
never go full song.
hey, Cornette just put out a special 54-minute Jim Cornette.
That's been up for a while.
For 2 hours now. Jim Cornette on CM Punk being fired by AEW. Oh, I gotta bookmark that.
Yeah, I'll listen to that tonight.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
That'll be my breakfast podcast right there. 100%. God, it's hard not to listen to it
By
right
the
now.
time you got that shit going, you missed the whole Miro and Lana. Well, Lana's all elite.
So, Pesci, was that promo right before the arcade match?
Dude, you never go full Soho. Fucking Link, man. Fucking house and buggy ass internet.
It's not your internet, it's the website.
No, mine's working fine.
Jim went off hardcore since Mark I should just play that now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Cornette's comments.
Hey, sister and I.
Like Mussolini! Occulted personnel. This fucking leak sucks dick. It reminds me of Chris Schmidt. Culted personality. Like Bolin's personality. Like Bolini. Occulted personnel. Shout out to Auntie Grace, the love of my life. These links remind me of Boss, man.
Bro, they're selling a Don Callis, Lupus, and Fabula shirt for $109.99.
Like bowling in. I'm Bobby Bangs. Bob Hazelwood's new PWO name is going to be Bobby Bang Bang Hazelwood.
Come on over, Bob.
Smoking Hazelwood. Well, Ruby Soho looks better than AEW, or am I crazy? Oh yeah, it's
Here's my thing though. He got fired, right? But yet all his merch is still here.
Well,
CM
of
Punk
course,
merch.
of course, they're gonna get their money for that shit. They got to prepay.
Action figure,
As I told you, they
$35.
lost money on. This is what I told you. They lost all their money on their toys and their merchandise. Pesci and I were talking about this a couple weeks ago. Look at it right there. They ordered way too many of those CM Punk action figures, and you got to prepay that shit. It's not consignment.
They're selling.
Those vendors need to be paid on delivery.
What is happening, man?
The Ricky Starks versus CM Punk Heart Foundation, Owen Hart Foundation art print is $40.
Poland and Pesci.
The art print is the most expensive thing besides the hoodie.
How come
The
they
hoodie
don't?
is
How come they don't?
$50.
How come they've been around 4 years and they still don't sell belts?
Man, nobody wants that
AEW.
bullshit.
No, the AEW Championship's a beautiful belt. Are you kidding me?
I think you can get it. I've seen it because it's got.
Well, you can order the Pakistani versions off eBay, sure, but AEW does not sell a licensed version on their shop. You know, like WWE has a fucking 100 belts on theirs, obviously, but I'm saying it's been 4 years and they don't have any belts for
Well,
sale.
you're comparing a
I've
60-year-old company to a 5-year-old
yeah,
company.
but I'm saying this is basic shit.
Yeah, I
What can you
think
sell-
there's a
what can
lot
you-
of people
what can you sell-
dying for a TBS belt.
What can you? I was just about to say the TNT belt's nice. I'd buy one of those. It looks like a boxing title to me. What I'm saying is, what can you sell a lot of that nets you large profits? Belts. They can slap a $500 price tag on there, pay $150 to have it made, and move 1,000 units. No problem.
Punch, you gotta tell me what's going on. I can't get this shit to work.
Ain't nothing right now. Ruby Soho getting beat up on the outside, and Ruby Soho. Statlander is the one getting beat up.
Hell, I'd like to take Paige home for a while. ABA bands. Mark Rebel Game says Punch cracks me up. Statlander's got a
Look.
good ass.
That must be my Red Robin's imitation.
I can't believe they're trying to make Tony Storm a good guy now by making it look like this. We want people to cheer.
There's no.
I don't like-
Get out of here.
Do you mean to
I'm
tell?
tired of that Mark running this shit.
Do you mean to tell me that AEW once again has no rational storytelling in their booking? No long-term storytelling? No connecting the dots? Tony Khan doesn't book that way, Pesci. You're liar.
Tony Khan's the goddamn Booker of the Year, folks. He's awesome. Multiple Booker of the Year. And arguably, that's the thing that I've criticized the most of this company. And he says he's the best man. That's a fucking lie.
I'd be really
That's a
curious,
liar.
honestly, at this point, and Bossman probably knows. This might be a good time for him to chime in. At this point, I would be curious to know which company employs more wrestlers that aren't currently being used, AEW or WWE.
Lindsay, it's actually kind of a joke. It's very... Looks like
Boss
an
man
episode
would
of
not know.
Looks like an episode of Rampage. Fuck
It's like a
Dynamite.
stats thing, and you're like into math and shit, so I figured like there's a chance you might.
There, he says the crowd keeps looking at the ramps.
Like, think about it. Until Collision came along, when was the last time you saw Miro or Andrade on television? It was like over a year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Bullshit.
I'm saying, so who employs more wrestlers that they aren't using right now? AEW or WWE?
Man, now my motherfucking shit ain't working.
Man, and those guys any credit on this joke.
That motherfucker jinxed.
The reason why, and people always like, oh my god, WWE is laying off so many wrestlers because they don't use them.
Yeah.
I gotta go back.
I just wish some of the AEW fans would try to hold Tony Khan a little bit accountable for some of those guys he brought over and literally sprayed them with a hose of water.
Uh-oh, the fireman carry.
You had Miro, you had Andrade, you had Keith Lee, you had Adam Page, Bay.
Where the fuck is Tony?
You haven't done
That's
shit
what I
with
want.
Hangman in a while. You put him in the fucking blood and guts, and we're supposed to just go, yeah, he's in the blood and guts. No, I didn't mean shit. You took all your solo wrestlers and you put them in these goddamn orgy fuck fests.
What happened, Pesci? You're not streaming the to Discord anymore?
Start going through all of it.
2, 3. No.
What's the main event tonight? Does anybody know?
Supposed to be
Fucking Jericho again?
I know Lana Hayes better not be the only surprise in
the
that.
main event is Chris Jericho in a pie eating contest.
Uh-oh. 1, 2.
Loser leaves town later.
He said the main event is Chris Jericho in a pie eating contest against Darby
I'm
Allin.
surprised Sky Blue ain't here
Oh my
tonight,
God,
man.
look! Oh, I thought she was doing a tombstone. Cheesy gordita roll up. Oh!
They're fucking
I call that
Mia
the
Yim or whatever.
Vaginal slam! When they do the double and they smash vaginas like that.
How the fuck I can't hear this shit, man?
$2,000 chair, but you don't got headphones that work.
Young Buck and FTR versus Bullet Club.
Oh.
That's shocked.
Me?
Yeah, but I was kidding,
I'm gonna
Punch.
go on a limb and say Meltzer gives that 5 stars.
Something Pesci said last
Oh,
night.
look, they ripped up a damn stand.
Yeah!
Damn.
Show 'em, Paige! I
Oh,
wanna see
shit.
you with your shirt off.
You can go on Pornhub for that.
No, she didn't have the titties then. She didn't
Oh, no, she all there rubbing on her pussy and shit.
Hey, Bruce! Vince McMahon! Send me that link to Caliber banging Page. Not Dallas.
Got nice ass right there, boy.
Second night in a row, he's telling that joke, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what Statlander's known for.
Yeah, but she can't fuck with Sky Blue ass.
She's got a nice ass and she's very athletic, you can tell.
Where's Tony Storm at?
They turned on her.
Ooh.
She'll probably ever run in.
Bring her in. She's better looking than these girls.
Lindsay Mann says, I feel the absolute worst for MJF. He's their champion and it just feels like an afterthought. Good time.
No. You should feel good for MJF, because now,
You did some
CM Punk gone, you ain't got to worry about him taking away their heat.
Yeah. MJF is Pop Banana again.
I bet you the fans are chanting this is awesome.
I bet you they're not.
Nah, they ain't chanting that shit.
No, you guys did just see the move Statlander did? They're probably chanting this is awesome.
Then they're marks.
I hate when they do that. They can't pin them, so they start crying. What the fuck? No, I don't know why I can't pin them. Whoever started that pisses me off. Because they started that, now everyone does it.
Let's just go back to talking about Rhea Ripley's China outfit last night and how awesome that was. Just pull that up on the stream.
They're cheering for
Full
Ruby.
show. And when that bitch starts sweating, she starts looking like a porn star.
Did you see what she tweeted before the event?
No, I'm not on Twitter.
So the like I have the Hell in a Cell chair behind me. If you sit within the first 10 rows of the ring at a pay-per-view, you get a special chair that you can take home with you. Well, the chair last night had Rhea Ripley's the chair last night had Rhea Ripley's face on the part where you sit. So she sat down and took a picture next to the chair and she said, "Congrats to everybody that gets to sit on my face tonight."
Alvin said check Discord, he's got the clip.
You said what?
Oh, he's got that I'm the best gamer clip. He put it in there. Yeah, when you guys get a minute, you can check it out. Thanks, Alvin.
Which
I am the best gamer. Look at him. He's standing next to little Kip Sabian. Look at that.
Which chat?
Uh-oh.
PWO Pesci.
You got the damn key. Oh, they gonna Tony Storm. Damn, look at that ass.
Best gamer.
For real.
I'm the
Juice
best
Robinson
gamer.
don't know what the fuck to do with that. Ah, what the fuck? She took it away. What the fuck?
Spray paint.
I'm the best gamer.
Well, I guess she's not with them anymore. Boom, tombstone.
Oh, that was a tombstone.
2, 3.
Mark Rebel Games with some breaking news. Buddy Murphy's contract will be up and he'll be getting back to his wife at WWE.
What are they going to use him for?
Space.
I don't know.
Look at Tony Storm. He looks hot, but he's trying to be
See,
like Marilyn
they
Monroe.
could have done this shit with Lacey Evans, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Just have her coming out like Tony Storm. She already a bad bitch.
I'll fuck you up and fuck you.
If Diamante came out there, would have been all over.
I mean, say what you want about AW, they got some bitches.
They do. They just, none of them can wrestle.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Starks with Brian Danielson in a strap match tonight.
Brian Danielson wrestling tonight? That motherfucker ain't even clear, bruh.
No, that's Tony Khan's version of Vince McMahon and Cena. Tony
That's
Khan
what you
was
can-
quoted in saying if he couldn't run the company, Brian Danielson would.
Oh, so that's his Jerry Jarrett.
Yep.
Well, that makes
I guess
sense.
Tony got real close with Daniel Bryan.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. It does a lot. It sucks that Daniel
I want to see
Bryan
how the crowd reacts at Tony Storm.
Oh my God, it's Ricky the Dragon. I can't
Yeah,
believe
we
this.
saw him on Collision last night. That's
It's
last night.
Ricky the Dragon. He's gonna be headlining the pay-per-view. Not CM Punk. The Dragon looks better than he ever has.
I don't know about that.
Oh, Daniel Bryan came out. Oh, that's what happened at Collision.
Hey, that was a surprise though because he wasn't supposed to be back for another 2 weeks.
Without a doubt. Well, you
It's the
called me
poor
Uncle.
man's Austin Theory right here.
Punk is gone. I like Ricky Starks.
They don't need Pope.
I like Ricky Starks. They need to start highlight them more. Hello, Angelina. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Believe it, Ripley.
Chicago's, get on your feet. Ricky, the Dragon, Steamboat. And you guys said this pay-per-view wasn't going to be a banger. Folks, I take that back. Ricky the fucking Dragon is reffing the next match.
One of the greatest
Shit, are we
matches.
over? What was it, a 2-hour pay-per-view? Oh,
Yeah, that's what people paid $150 to go see Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
I am the best gamer.
Oh shit, that video not found. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Aubrey Edwards has got her team working extra hard tonight.
Hey,
Oh,
good
he's
job.
a
Take a picture in the back too. Like, good job on those links, everyone. Keep it up.
Keep it up.
I
Keep
know
up the
they're
good work.
frustrated. I know they're frustrated. Keep it up. Tony's getting pizza for everybody.
Yeah, Shivani.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cornette stopped watching it.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be hard for me to not listen to that podcast tonight, but that's gonna be my breakfast thing tomorrow. I'm gonna get me a nice Labor Day breakfast and listen to that 54-minute Cornette pod.
Ladies and gentlemen, call the press. Ricky on commentary. Wouldn't have it any different.
Yeah, the people in
And
the
look who's back.
people in the arena really care
American
about that.
Dragon. Ricky the Dragon, the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan.
You're not streaming the Discord, Pesci.
I am the best gamer. You know what I mean? That's where AEW's at. Pizza Party Media Scrum, says Alvin Moran. Now, guys, let's be professional and do a scrum tonight, AEW style, not Punk style.
Never.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's supposed to be a heel, but I know the crowd is cheering for the American fucking Dragon, who apparently might not be with the Blackpool Combat Club. Thank fucking God.
Yeah, they're cheering for him. They didn't really cheer for Ricky Starks. They're cheering for him.
Never go full Punk in the press
We're gonna
scrum.
cheer for Daniel Bryan. This is the truth right here.
Brian Daniels saying the last time I was in a strap match, it was against somebody I love, and we beat the shit out of each other. That's when he faced Bray Wyatt at the 2020 Royal Rumble strap match.
That was actually a great angle when Daniel Bryan fake joined the Wyatt family. That was awesome, and he grabs the lantern, and he's just standing there and they're like, oh my God, Daniel Bryan is in the Wyatt family. We should have went with that longer. That was a great angle, and it was just Daniel Bryan walking on the ring with Bray, and Luke Harper.
And that's when he was with the he was the
Daniel Bryan
Fiend.
had he had the gray outfit, looked like he escaped from a prison.
So shout out to CJ Perry one time for the one time.
Randy Orton was even in the Wyatt family for like one day.
Yeah, that's the United Center.
Tony Khan, you fucking did this fucking hickamadoo shit at the United Center? Screw the Punk part. Look at the shit that you had lined up. You weren't ready for
Dog, you're talking about United Center. Look at the dog shit card that he had at Wembley. He was still putting together the card for Wembley the night before the show.
Guys, I'm almost there.
Fuck the
Somebody
United
get the guy
Center.
from Dark Order up here.
Oh my God, Aubrey, you need to lay off the host. Hey,
like,
Aubrey.
Evil Uno has good input.
Aubrey,
Yeah,
need-
I'm sure.
Aubrey needs to lay off the hostess. I can see her her love handles creeping through her ref shirt.
Look, Evil Uno gave Jake Hudson a shout out. This guy's got good input on both. Hell, there he is with the strap. Ricky Starks, Daniel Bryan, the company is safe. We're back. Ricky Starks
So
doing
obviously-
his best Rock impression.
Obviously, Daniel Bryan's the babyface here.
Yeah, it's crazy because he left the heel.
Yeah, I know. And he was a member of the Blackpool Combat Club, right?
You have no choice, so yeah, you got to keep him away from there now. Get him out of there. Get him out, Tony. You bastard.
So obviously,
Slow Daniel Bryan down.
obviously Daniel Bryan's gonna win this match.
Tony Khan's a bastard for putting Daniel Bryan in there because he didn't need the Blackpool Combat. He did that match against Omega. That shit was raw.
Hey, Miro told Lana, "You're not real," and
Oh,
walked away.
Bryan's getting color. Here we go.
We got breaking news. Mountain Timer said Bischoff would be a better booker than Tony Khan. What a dork.
Hey,
Says,
Bryan's
I'm
getting color.
red, and I'm better than Bogley.
He's getting color, isn't he? Told you. Told you.
A-E-Dub, A-E-Dub.
And this is the part where I stop watching.
Today will be the day that I...
Stop watching. Let me know when it's over. I don't do blood, man. Fuck that.
This will probably be a half-hour match like Tony Khan.
Yeah, and then fucking blood be all over the apron.
His infection with
All
Daniel
over the
Bryan.
fucking announcer's table. Daniel Bryan's aides will basically be all over the goddamn arena.
Tony Khan's probably gonna go, actually, I feel great tonight. Fuck you.
He's fucking coked up right now on the skybox. 100%. You know he cried himself to sleep last night. Because he's a Chicago guy and he has a Chicago wrestling promotion and Punk's the Chicago-made Punk, right? That was supposed to be your Mickey Mantle, Tony. How did that work out for you, Booker of the Year?
Well, he claims Punk made him money, though. He's not a liar.
No, he's not lying. He's not lying. First $1 million gate, right?
He's like, yo, because somebody pointed that out, and this is
Hey
some
man,
research show.
this guy
It's
gave
like,
us our first $1 million gate, and this guy helped
no,
us
he
win
went
the
nuts.
Wednesday
He
Night
went on one of
Wars,
Tony
man.
Khan
The
promos.
Wednesday Night
He goes,
Wars.
Actually,
For the
this man
Friday
right
Night
here,
Wars.
He helped us to the first ever.
I remember it was at a press scrum. He helped us win the Wednesday Night War, man.
Oh God.
Fucking Wednesday.
I wish somebody could have just said that part.
In Tony Khan's mind, there was some war going on between
Can
him.
you imagine if Vince would have heard that? He would have looked at Bruce and said,
So wait a minute, pal. He's
Would they
he's
win, pal?
he's having a war with our developmental.
First he would go like this. They would show Vince the clip, right, and say nothing. Vince would first go, who the hell was that? That's the owner? You know what I mean?
He needs a haircut.
What war?
With NXT?
He'd probably be like, Bruce, they have something going on I didn't know about. Now's the time to tell me. No, Vince, he just called it a war.
He said, we
Cornette
won.
might have been right. Cornette said when AEW first started, somebody showed Vince McMahon a little 15-minute
bitch.
clip of what that company's about, and Vince knew they weren't nothing to be worried about. That was what Cornette said. He said somebody probably showed them a video and said, this is their champion. And it was like Moxley or somebody.
Fucking Twinkle Toes McFinger Bang.
Yeah, it was like a Cassidy match. Vince probably saw, okay, this will not be anything I have to worry about. And JR said that. We're not looking to be WWE. We're looking to be an alternative.
Yeah, but JR's gotten to the point where he's shooting on the job. Like, he got up and left before the Stampede match. There's certain stuff that he's not going to be around for anymore because he doesn't want to see it.
Yeah, and they're trying to shift away from him. He's had some slip-ups, good old JR.
Well, he hasn't had any slip-ups. He's just calling what he's seeing, and what he's seeing.
Well, no, the one day he accidentally said WWE.
Oh, well,
Come on,
yeah.
no apology.
Yeah. Is that match over yet?
Yeah. The fucking link ain't working, man. Straight up fucking boss man shit. That motherfucker on YouTube.
Fucking boss man, bro. Always with that freaking Al Qaeda link. Pablo, shut up and get a life.
Well, we're back. Daniel Bryan's covered in blood.
Oh, of
Looks like a
course.
tomato.
Looks like Moxley
Looks like
Jr.
a Fortnite,
Damn.
Fortnite skin with the tomato head.
Great. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a pizza in the oven. I got a DiGiorno.
Liar!
I got a DiGiorno, bruh.
Oh shit.
DiGiorno pizza. Oven, you put it in the oven.
This is a strap match. Oh wow, yeah.
This is your liking, boss man. This is some NWA shit.
Motherfucker ain't paying attention.
Oh,
I'm right here. What are you talking
shit.
about?
Oh, damn, you can hear that shit, boy.
Yeah.
Shit. know that motherfuckers. People could say wrestling's fake all they want, but let me hit you in the head with a chair. Let me hit you with a strap. Damn. Shit. Then he got hit in the mouth. You hear that? That motherfucker got hit in the mouth.
Who did? D. Brian?
No, start. Oh, shit. He got slapped in the mouth with that strap.
Daniel Bryan looking like a blood-covered Viking.
Got a crimson
Bro,
nose.
you should have seen when he slapped
Alright,
him in the
I
fucking
can't.
mouth with that shit.
I can't
bro.
wait anymore. I'm gonna go listen to Cornette. I'm gonna go listen to Cornette.
Daniel Bryan should be a real heel and start spinning his hair around like the
Friends, the
African.
great Brian last here. You there? We're back.
You know he wants to use yes so
Breaking
much,
news
but he
edition.
can't.
Whatever show this is.
Special
Of course,
breaking
joining
news
me,
edition of Jim
Mr.
Cornette.
Jim Cornette.
Some AEW shit, man. Leave that WWE shit alone.
Hey Pesci, do you want me to spoil anything Cornette says, or do you just want me to be quiet about it?
Be quiet
No,
about
I'm
Okay.
gonna broadcast it on my channel in like 5 minutes.
Oh, are you? Okay, then I'll just wait for that.
Alright.
I'll just wait for that then.
We got a special
5
announcement.
minutes.
Oh,
Cornette coming in.
God. Oh.
I just wanted to watch a couple.
I don't. Yeah, no, please. Like I said, I didn't want to spoil anything for anybody. That's why I
ladies and
asked.
gentlemen, right now, Ricky Starks giving a one-on-one battle with the Dragon, not Daniel Bryan, the Dragon Steamboat. We got a lot of dragons here tonight. Wish I had a dragon in my name.
How to Train Your Dragon.
I can't believe they're bringing Steamboat into this shit.
If I was Tony Khan, I would have came out before this thing started and gave something to that whole crowd. I would have gave them something. Something. Hey, listen. You guys don't like me. I gotta give you something. I'm not
Here's,
gonna tell you why.
here's some shirts.
Shout out to the PWO Pussy Slayer in the Discord. Brad's scared all of a sudden. Speak.
I'm not scared. I'm sick.
You got COVID again, motherfucker?
Did you come in to tell us this is stupid?
No, I actually clicked on a pay-per-view, but I don't like blood matches, so...
Oh, blood matches are great, man.
I thought you don't like blood matches, but you like Tully. I'm sure Tully's never had blood matches before.
Likes Tully's
watch
blood.
Yeah,
it.
but...
You're gonna slap him in him.
No, but he wouldn't go for the forehead, he'd go for the eye
Watch
with
it.
his ice pick.
Look at that.
Shit. Look at it, bro. God damn. What the fuck this shit
Is
post on?
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
wait a minute.
Hyper.
This looks like Dolph Ziggler's brother will be invited back.
Oh,
Actually, check the stream.
The stream just...
Man,
Yeah, it's a joke link. They never work. This link hasn't been working all night.
the video has been blocked
Might
at
just
the
be
copyright
someone
owner's
else right now on the
request.
stream. I
Straight
I got the same thing.
This must be a boss man.
Nah, man. Boss man links are working.
Some
Yeah,
things
right.
that might be up to date.
Hey, it only works for this motherfucker. Everybody else's shit doesn't work.
That's where
Everybody
just
love me.
keep-
Everybody
He's
love
watching like
me.
a 4K, like perfect stream. Everyone else's stream's like dying every second.
You guys make fun of Boss Man. This is what happens. Streams get messed
You
up.
man, yeah.
Don't worry, Punch. I'm gonna send you all the New York Giants streams this year. You can click on them, watch the game, whole game, man. You can watch the whole game, no breaks.
Oh, here we go. Nothing worse than boss man's links is when he starts talking about how well they work.
Hey, man. They work.
He didn't start the Cornette video yet.
No, we're doing that after the pay-per-view.
I might start it before that because these pay-per-views are too long.
That Cornette video is an hour.
I already heard him. Laughing that Tony said he feared for his life. That's on an earlier one. Oh no! I take that back. That was on his.
Punk did to make him fear for his life.
That was on his Twitter.
Like this. In my 20 years in wrestling or whatever.
Yeah, that's all what he retweeted, boss man.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy,
Well,
Tony Khan, acted like he was a part of the wrestling business for the last 30 years.
He said he lunged at him.
Well, I want to know, define lunge. Lunge with, he grabbed him and he had to be grabbed off. You know what I mean? You do one of those things where you act like you're going to hit somebody and they back up and you're like, gotcha. You know, one of those, like, you act like you're going to punch them.
Damn, look, he's getting slapped with that strap.
I thought they were on, like, he was across the table from him.
Crowd is saying you fucked up. You fuck. Oh shit! Look at it, man.
Yes, punches links are working. Mine aren't.
The crowd is saying you fucked up. You fucked up. Oh shit! Oh!
That's in the face.
Damn, bro, you gotta hear these fucking slaps, man. Yeah, boy. Ricky, hey, you can tell they're gonna push Ricky Starks, man. Ain't no way you get your ass whooped like this and not get.
Should have been pushed. Cody's always been singing his praise.
But goddamn, man, if you could have heard all those fucking.
I've heard Ricky Starks cut some praise.
Who's this?
Oh, that's Big Bill.
Who's this?
Big Bill, you can't teach that. One of my favorite tag teams of all time. Him and Edge. Wow, no. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, really?
Oh.
Really?
Ricky. Not Ricky Starks. Ricky the Dragon.
Oh my god.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Choke Sam on the table.
Big Bill. Wait a minute. Brian botched it. Here comes Blood Boy. Blood Bread Boy Daniel Bryan. You know what's funny is I have a figure where he has similar boots to that. So he's
Look at that. Steamboat's like, I'm too old for this shit, man.
I got a action figure with Daniel Bryan wearing those boots. Something just like that.
I will. You know what? Of all the belts, I would definitely buy that one belt. The one he had in WWE, the Eco belt.
Oh!
Ooh.
They call that the small man spear.
Hey, so far, this is the best match of the night, for real. It exceeded my expectations. This is way better than the one that Karrion Kross had.
Yeah. They're looking at Daniel Bryan.
I forgot who is it. Karrion Kross and the Fiend.
Behind him tonight. Oh! I love that move that he does now. That move's sweet. Daniel Bryan's been doing that one for a while. That one's good.
1, 2.
The flying knee.
See, you can tell they're gonna be bloody.
Look at Daniel Bryan's his hair. I said
Not on that side, it ain't.
I wonder if they're chanting Punk tonight. You guys can't see him Punk. Tony has said.
Nah, they're saying this is awesome. I mean, they're not even sabotaging the promotion or nothing. They're not saying CM Punk, none of that
Daniel
shit.
Bryan just say it's Vader time. Oh! Well,
Damn, man. This
folks,
dude
the
here,
fans
bro.
can't share. Folks, Daniel Bryan has mastered these kicks. Jay Walks in the building.
What up, J-Walk?
Shout out Jaywalks.
Yeah, any motherfucker has working leans. This motherfucker does. God damn it. Bitch ass motherfucker.
We got
Damn,
liars.
damn, damn.
We got liars. I remember Kenny used to say, I hate that this is problem.
I never said about him, that's why.
So Pesci, you're gonna do AEW, then Cornette, then Fortnite.
Yeah, possibly.
Cool.
Man, look at his eyes, bro. He's gonna pass out. He's gonna do the Steve. He's gonna do the Stone Cold. Look,
Jaywalks in a little
he's
bit.
out.
In a
Daniel Bryan wins.
In a little bit.
He didn't even lift his arm up. He pushed
Pesci.
it 3 times.
Pesci's gonna play Jimmy Cornette's breaking news
Nah, he's doing the Stone Cold.
reaction to Punk getting fired.
I want to start playing the Cornette thing now.
Oh, he's gonna do it right now.
They're supposed to lift it 3 times, man. I haven't seen him lift it.
Well, I guess because he passed out. Alright, can y'all please stop bringing it? Can y'all please stop bringing out Steamboat?
Now Steamboat went to check on him.
Oh, is Daniel Bryan good or bad now? Where we go?
I think he's babyface in this match.
Which one am I supposed to play?
Here, Pesci, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
That ain't no.
it ain't just
one.
one. No way.
Here, Pesci, I'll send it to you, bro.
54, 58-minute one.
I'll
I
send.
love the picture of CM Punk lunging in.
That's badass right there. That's badass.
There's another one.
Yeah, he's sitting at a table.
You probably won't even be able to hear it right on my channel, Barkley. If they're going to be talking during it, you might want to just listen to it.
Well, I can just listen to it on your YouTube channel, can't I?
Yeah.
Well, no, wait a minute. We gotta react to this because you're gonna be you're gonna play through Discord.
No.
Oh,
Is that the final match?
you should play it through Discord. That way we
We can't let it go into.
Well, it's
Hey,
fair.
that's
It's
it. You
fair.
do it
It's,
later, bro.
it's fair use if it's somebody else's channel, isn't it?
Oh.
Cornette's got like restrictions like that. He wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think
Is
he's.
that the last match?
These guys.
No, it ain't Jaywalk.
Thank you.
Cornette and them want people to click in their shit.
Yeah,
It's it just looks like it because he's been out. He's been out for a long time.
just play it through Discord. That way we can all react to it, and you can pause it while we're reacting, Pesci.
So he's taking over for Punk then, right? Basically, they're gonna find an angle for him to get out
I'm
of
not going to play that to Discord if I'm already playing that other stream here.
What happened here? What was this, a battle royal?
I'll get to you guys later, man. Later.
All right, bro.
All you gotta do is just end the AEW stream and share Cornette to the Discord, right? Nobody cares about that fucking Outlaw Mud show anyway.
Oh,
They got Daniel Bryan out
Hey,
there.
that's a badass move that Paige does. I love that move.
like a reverse
That's a bad
power
one.
driver.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
You know, he never does it. As I said, he should be concentrating more on solo matches.
That's the first time I ever seen him, to be honest with you. Who's next? Oh, Nigel McGuinness.
I'll play it through the Discord if you want me to, Pesci.
Now, because it'll come out weird on the audio.
Who the hell is that motherfucker with the top hat?
I'm gonna have to stop this AEW stream now.
That's all right.
People are watching it.
Who's watching it?
Why stop this for something that's recording?
Thought you were gonna watch it. He said he was gonna watch it during breakfast. Now he wants to watch it now.
You're gonna watch this during breakfast? There's no point.
Nah, he talking about that Cornet stream. He said he's gonna do that during breakfast tomorrow.
Right, but then I was gonna listen to it right now, and I didn't want to spoil anything.
You can listen to it right now.
Weren't you the one that made us? Weren't you the one that made us watch that
You can go
TNA?
ahead and go listen to that, buddy, because you're not going to be able to hear it with everyone talking. People would have to be quiet. It wouldn't work.
And how long is it? An hour?
Yeah, it's 54 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too long to play.
Yeah.
Maybe that 9-minute video I would play, but not 54 minutes.
There's another one on there. There's another one on there about Cornet.
You gonna listen to it? We'll be back. We'll be here watching AEW. No, I said he could go listen to it.
He meant to say we'll be.
We'll be here watching the wrestling show.
Oh my God, they booked this. This is
Oh, come on, man. Got my uncle out here. What my uncle doing out there, bro?
On fucking, look at this dude.
Look at he got my uncle out there.
You go about a plumber. There's your fucking plumber right there.
This motherfucker be look, it's cool. I like his shirt though. You see his shirt, Pesci? Claudio sucks ass.
Oh, Boogeyman, we all listen to Cornette around here, you jerk off.
I don't like their intro music, bro.
More Ring of Honor belts. Yay.
Pesci, I'm gonna go listen to that. I'll circle back with you so we can play for it.
Later.
You want to play for it in a little bit still?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll be back. Okay, let's get that going. I want to listen to that. Let's see here. History.
We're in the middle of recording a podcast where we're talking about all the wrestling that they're foisting off on us this weekend alone. And this is not that podcast because we've stopped watching that wrestling and recording that podcast, the Jim Cornette Experience, by the way, for those of you who are so inclined to listen, to record this podcast that can't wait. Because the moral of the story, Brian, is that sometimes the bad guys win. I think back to a song that Mama Cornette used to sing to me when I was just a little boy, and I would do something that would flummox her, and she would be verklempt, and she would say, "They're coming to take me away, ha ha, hee hee, ho ho, to the funny farm." Of course. And there's the phone ringing. Who could this be? Wait a minute. Hello, caller, you're on the air. If you can identify our 93.5 song in the next 5 seconds, you'll win $5,000. They can't identify it. Oh well. Anyway, where were we?
They're coming to take me away, haha.
Oh,
oh, to the funny farm. Yeah.
All the way there. Because it is enough to make a person question their sanity. The things that go on in that snow globe of a wrestling company that Tony Khan, the real-life Richie Rich, has put together based on his teenage fantasies of when he apparently, I thought everybody that had $1 billion, or at least had a family that had $1 billion, could get like regular pussy and jet off to the fucking Riviera and do drugs with Mick Jagger. He was sitting in his fucking basement collecting action figures and booking them. And now he's found out that with the $100 million that his dad
breaks.
gave him, so that he could see him spend it and have fun with it before he died, that he's collected the real-life action figures, and they don't just fucking do their kung fu grip when you press the fucking button on their back. They're really interacting with people like normal fucking wrestlers. And he can't handle it. And he can't control it. And now he's fucked around and dumbed himself out of his biggest star and the only one that was moving the fucking ratings. And the only one that was moving the pay-per-views. He has basically dumbed himself out of the business. He's killed Chicago. They booed him like a goddamn terrorist, for fuck's sake, when he was out there on stage trying to tell those people his tale of sorrow and woe. And nobody's talking about his company doing 80,000 people anymore. They're talking about him being an idiot and fired his biggest star because he fucking front face locked a preliminary guy.
I don't know if that's
Right
the
next
reason.
to
I don't
him.
know if that's the reason, considering we're now hearing that he lunged at Tony Khan and the statement from Tony Khan.
Oh yeah.
That may not be the reason that Tony Khan
Well,
fired him.
no, the reason Tony Khan fired him, and we're going to play this hostage statement that was...
And by the way, we should probably say that what we're talking about here is, and we have the statement, we have a written statement and a statement you can hear, various other things, but Tony Khan, AEW have fired CM Punk.
We didn't say that yet, did we?
No, you just went off.
We just assumed that everybody would know. Because that's the only thing that anybody's talking about this fucking ridiculous romper room of a company. So yes, he's fired CM Punk hours before the collision at the United Center that was to set up the pay-per-view that is, as we speak tonight at the United Center, Punk's hometown, that he is now killed as a market for AEW when it was maybe their best one because of Punk.
It was their only market.
He was the first one.
Yeah.
And he makes it a couple of hours before the show on the internet and then opens the program stood up against the green screen, reading from the teleprompter a statement that whoever really made this decision has written out for him. And we obviously, by the wording, it's the attorneys, it's the legal staff. Also, but we know it's the AEW legal staff because the wording is fucking, the syntax is tortured and the grammar is disemboweled. But he read it like he was reading it for the first time, because he didn't make this decision, because it was all worded by the attorneys, because they are apparently convinced in their minds that Punk is going to sue their fucking asses, and they're trying to set up a defense already.
I disagree with you. This is absolutely Tony's decision, but he's letting the legal team write this because of the threat of the lawsuit. We're at this point now because Tony decided this is the point.
Well, so Tony finally made a decision, you think? I thought whoever really calls the shots over there is the one that would make a decision this big. Because we know
Tony
Tony
really calls the shots is Tony's dad. He's not involved.
Well, that's why I thought somebody may have put the fucking foot down. Or, I'm thinking, because Megan, Megan, the head legal beagle over there, she's been involved in this since the start, because she was one of the people that burst into his locker room along with the Buckaroos and their ilk and started the whole goddamn deal a year ago. And we know that Megan is close to the Bucks, not as close as she is to some of the boys.
Why don't you actually say her name so people know who you're talking about?
The head of legal, Megan...
Mega. It's not Megan. Mega.
What's her last name?
Parikh.
Well, I thought it was Parrott. Megan Parrott. But nevertheless, like I said, she's close to the Bucks, closer to some of the boys. Some of the boys are so close, they're almost coming out the other side of her, from what I understand. But nevertheless, that's who has been leading this charge.
Is she on the discipline committee?
Well, hold on, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. She's been leading the charge. She's been the one that was screwing up contracts because she's in charge of AEW Legal, trying to throw stumbling blocks in the way of bringing Punk back with messing around with the A-Steel employment and etc. She's the one who's been trying to collect evidence for her friends, the Buckaroos, all along. And she's the one who I'm sure had a big hand, whatever other appendage she wanted to put in.
So Jimmy does not like Meg.
In wording this,
Mega.
so that a jury, when the lawsuit eventually happens, will go, oh my God, Tony was so scared. Tony was so scared. The night that he saw his first fight, it was traumatizing for the boy.
See, that's the biggest problem. We'll get to, there's so many different things to talk about here. CM Punk has plenty to be blamed for. The Elite have plenty to be blamed for. Jungle Boy has plenty to be blamed for. But at the end of the day, this is all Tony Khan's fault. Tony Khan could have stepped in and done something a year and a half ago, and he didn't. He could have done something before and after All Out last year. He didn't. This all comes back to Tony Khan allowing this to happen, possibly wanting it to happen, and then not being able to deal with it when it happened.
And it happened right in front of me. And he still had to do an investigation. And boy, I'd like to see the written notes of all those interviews and the investigation that was done by the independent legal team of who and who. Who were the independent legal people in charge of this investigation? What did this investigation consist of?
And do they work for your father?
And do they work for your father? And who's the one that interviewed Tony, since apparently he was sitting close enough to be scared about the whole thing? And before we go into any other of what actually happened, let me just say this. And this is without hyperbole or exaggeration or comedic effect or whatever. As a booker, as a promoter, what would I have done if I'm sitting at the gorilla position and this happens? From the Jungle Jack Perry screaming into the camera, hey, it's real glass, cry me a river, all the way through to him coming back and the interaction with him and Punk putting a front face lock on him and knocking a bunch of shit over. Here's exactly what I would have done. I would have had somebody find me a room where I could go sit down with both of these fucking morons, whoever it may have been, and I would say, hey, number one, you, Perry, what the fuck are you doing? We already had a goddamn issue and I thought it was resolved over the glass spot. Now you're fucking mouthing off on camera something that none of the fans would give a shit about or understand, except for if they read the newsletters, and it has nothing to do with my business except detrimentally. So what the fuck are you doing? And you knew he was going to be standing here and fucking watching it, because you're a shit disturber. He's my biggest star. You're not. Now, Punk, what did he say to you to make you put the front face lock on him? Well, I asked him if we had a problem, and he fucking was a smartass to me. Okay, Perry, sounds like you're lucky that he only front face locked you instead of mashing your nose all over your face. I remind you, he's my star and you're not. Get your shit and go to the hotel and don't do this shit again or I'll fire you. And Punk, not only don't front face lock anybody else, but don't knock over any more of my monitors, because they're expensive. Go have your fucking match.
Then go back to the hotel.
And then go back to the hotel. What the fuck? What else do you need to do? What else would you need to do? They're wrestlers. If you're gonna run your fucking mouth about another wrestler, if the other wrestler comes and fucking does something about it, well, now we're even. It's only if the other side didn't get to do anything that we're not even and that shit's gonna fester. So you ran your dick liquor and you got put in a face lock for it. I assume we're all done? Can one of you tell me we're not done? If the one that says we're not done, okay, then stand back up and see who can get the next fucking face lock. Otherwise, we're done.
Does any of this happen if Jungle Boy doesn't send a message into the camera?
No. Why would Punk have picked that particular point if he'd have just gone out and had his match, Perry, and come back? Why would Punk have picked that
Manual
point,
control.
saying we got a problem? For what the fuck? Why? No, he wouldn't have.
Right.
Here's another thing. When they had the original fucking beef over the glass spot, we've already established. And now Uncle Dave's trying to put out the story, oh, it was cleared by AEW. Then why did all those fucking AEW personnel come up to Punk and say, hey, this fucking little entitled asswipe won't listen to us, go fucking tell him what we're doing? So that happened. Do you think that Punk immediately the next day or whenever it was had to go over and say, oh, I gotta go tell every journalist, every reporter, every news outlet what I had to do to stop dickhead here from going through a fucking windshield the other day? No, because it was an insignificant part of his fucking life and he didn't give a shit. There was no reason for him to go. So how did the story get out? Story got out from Whiny Boy whining to his other whiny little bitch friends, who then whined to their little bitch friendly reporters.
Well, we don't know how this story got out there.
Do you
The original Glass story. I'm not saying it's Punk, but we don't know where. But we don't know where.
How else does it get out? It didn't come from Punk's, point I'm making. If it didn't come from Perry, it came from the other people that are goddamn fed up with dealing with Perry. And want to say, Jesus Christ, we had to go get Punk to tell him not to do this shit.
The point is, in every room right now, in AEW specifically, but maybe even WWE, someone's immediately running and texting someone to tell them their perspective of what's happening or their view of what's happening.
Or the view they want people in the public to have of what's happening.
Or the view that benefits them.
Yeah. So that's, again, if Perry hadn't fucking mouthed off and just gone and done his garbage pre-show match, then nothing would have happened. And if nothing would have happened, then Punk would be on the pay-per-view tonight in the United Center in Chicago, and people wouldn't be fucking all over Twitter and all over Chicago and all over the wrestling world going, Tony Khan is a fucking dickless pussy. He's brought this on himself, and I said at the top of the thing, sometimes the bad guys win. It's a win for everybody except the fans and Tony. Punk doesn't have to put up with these fucking children anymore. He's old, he's tired, he's hurt, and he works with children. Well, he don't have to fucking work with children, and he don't have to get hurt anymore from working with the children. He'll still be old, and maybe he'll get better sleep. So he's going to improve his situation. And now the Buckaroos and the Camp Cucamonga and all of the friends and relatives know that they can do anything they want. They can wipe their feet, they can wipe their ass with Tony Khan. And it doesn't matter what's best for business, it's just what they want. And as a result, the talent that AEW will be signing heretofore will be one of two categories. Either the Chris Jericho category, I'm gonna, on the downhill side of my career, bilk this billionaire for a ton of fucking money. Or the guys who they want to be on TV and they want to play with their friends and they have no choice and they're going to fucking, but the guys who are in the prime of their career, the Codys who already left, any young talent from the WWE that's been used in any fashion, that has any kind of name, that has any kind of future in wrestling, that could be potentially a draw for AEW, they don't want to go there. Because the Buckaroos and I don't know if Kenny's even in on this. I think he's too much of a wishy-washy douchebag to even be mean to people. But the Buckaroos and the Hangnail and all of their ilk, if you're a bigger star than they are, if you're a better talent than they are, well, there's a lot of those. If you're a more serious wrestler than they are, they don't want you around because they don't want anybody bringing any level of professionalism into that goddamn daycare center.
But that's not the thing that keeps people away, because they get along with enough people that there are people that would go there, and even the people that they don't get along with, there's other people to work with. I think what you may see keeping people away, people who have options, let's put it that way,
Yeah.
not people who are waiting for any offer they get, is Tony. Because we talked about it early on. There have been episodes like the one we're witnessing right now where it really explodes and people see it. But from the very beginning, there have been structure issues with AEW, management issues with AEW, lack of leadership with AEW. Quite frankly, the guy who owns the company or partially owns it with his dad wants to party with the wrestlers and be pals with the wrestlers and hang out with the wrestlers and then book the wrestlers. But that doesn't necessarily mean he wants to be a boss, and he can't be. So you have something where you may make a lot of money and have some great moments like Wembley, and then the next week you can go and play a half-empty room in Chicago, or you go to WWE. At least there's structure. You'll get frustrated, but you kind of know the order of things. In AEW, it's just chaos, and it's a mess. The CM Punk issues may die down now. That doesn't mean the AEW issues are going to die down.
No. And he was just the lightning rod, because when you have these, and you know, the Buckaroos are the classic case. You're going to look at Matty's face, old pie face, the smarmy, self-indulgent little fucking grin that he has on his face. They're convinced that they are revolutionary talents in this business, in their minds. And then you've got a guy like Punk who has absolutely no patience for bullshit and is not going to let somebody get away with saying or doing anything to him if he can do anything about it, which I admire. And they're fucking polar opposites. And then they've been setting this up, because now we find out that there was supposed to be a meeting. Another in-person meeting was scheduled with Punk and the Elite